Hello everyone, it's Monjima and welcome to my third video of Python Basics. Actually today's video is an exception. Why? Because its material today is not about actual Python thing or any kind of Python commands. In this video I am going to show you how to install Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda platform, and then in the end I will help you to explore one cool feature of it. So stick to the end and you will get to experience one of the most interesting features of Jupyter Notebook. So let's get started. I remember I explained a little about Anaconda in my first video, link of which is given in the description. So Anaconda is one complete Python and R distribution that contains many useful and necessary packages for data science purposes, many scientific and statistical calculations, and so on. Actually, theories might get boring sometimes. You will come to learn more about it when you will see its interface. And at this point, I actually encourage you to do a lot of internet surfing, read articles as much as possible related to these terms. Trust me, there is nothing better than self-teaching. So now, let me show you how you can actually install your IDE Jupyter Notebook from this Anaconda platform. So, let's get started. First, go to your default browser and type this. Click enter. Now you are on this page and select now download Anaconda button. And then you need to scroll down to nearly end of this page where you will find this Anaconda installer. Here is your information. Anaconda is developed for only these three operating systems: Windows, macOS and Linux. You have to make your correct choice of Anaconda version based on your system. Here comes one option for 64-bit Windows, then comes option for 32-bit Windows operating system, and so on. And if you do not know whether your system is 32-bit or 64-bit, don't worry, go to your search bar and type about. And what comes over here, just click on it. And it will give you all the information about your PC, as mine is 64-bit operating system. So now that you know, click on the suitable option, and as I have already downloaded it, you need to do it now. And when you are done with your download, now go to your directory and find the downloaded file and click on it. Click on next. I agree. And install for just me. You don't need to change anything here as I'm the only one who is using this PC. Click on next. Here you need to set one path where your Anaconda will be saved. So just click on next. Don't need to change anything here. So as we see, it's getting installed. So it's taking a little time. So wait for a bit. It will be over soon. When you are done with your installation process, just click on next, and then you will find on the next page two selected options. Just unselect them, you don't need them, and then click finish. So now that we have successfully installed Anaconda in our PC, just look for Anaconda and click on this Anaconda navigator, and it will take you to this page after taking a little time. So here you can see all these pre-installed functions where you can find your JupyterLab, your Jupyter Notebook, PowerShell, and to do a lot with this. So now launch your Jupyter Notebook, and it's again taking some time. So after clicking on this launch button of Jupyter Notebook, it will directly launch it and take you to the home page of Jupyter Notebook. As we are here, you already know what to do further with this Jupyter Notebook homepage. We now will create one folder going to this new option and then clicking on the folder option, and it will be saved here as untitled folder, and we further click on it and add one Python kernel to it. So we are done here with the installation process of Anaconda platform, And also we got to learn how to launch Jupyter Notebook using this installed Anaconda Navigator. But at the beginning of this video, I told you that I will introduce you to one interesting feature of Jupyter Notebook, right? So here is it. We sometimes get bored looking at this white background and these blue colored folders over and again, don't you? So why don't you learn to change its theme? Sounds interesting? So we will change it now. Just go to your coding page and we here will need to install one library named Jupyter Themes and write the command in the code cell like this: exclamatory sign pip install Jupyter Themes and click run. So here it's gathering all the necessary information to download this library into the Python kernel, and when it is done we need to write one further command like this: exclamatory jt. Here jt is just the short form of Jupyter Themes, so exclamatory jt h and click run. It now gives us all the information on how to check categories of themes, how to change it, and then how to change it back to the default theme. So let's now put our further command like this: exclamatory jt -l and click run. So we can see that it gives us one list containing all the available themes. So say I want to change my theme to this one, and I will copy it, and then I put my command this way: exclamatory gt t, and I paste the name of the theme and click run. As we cannot see any difference here and it does not produce any result, so we need to reload the page. And see, it is changed. And if you now want to change it back to its default theme, you need to write the command this way again: exclamatory jt -r and click run, and again reload the page. So it is again changed. So this is how you can always change your default theme to your desired one. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot learning this interesting feature of Jupyter Notebook. So this is it for today. I will again get back to all Python command things and live practices in my next video. If you find this video helpful of any kind, hit the like button, leave your comment in the comment box, share it as much as possible with your friends, with your family, and must subscribe for more videos to come. See you soon. Take care and bye bye.